Hey, I am back. Ray. In this video, we're going to get into a little Gebo magic. If you're unfamiliar with these ruling energies, is this is your first time visiting my page, this is Gebo magic. Many of us are in this season of cutting ties with old associates. And Gebo is a ruling energy that helps to attract harmonious partnerships, whether it's romantic or business, new alliances. It helps you to uncover spiritual gifts that you may not be aware of. It helps to balance your inner energies, masculine and feminine energies within yourself. It's also a ruling energy that helps to enhance and strengthen your luck. It also is a room that will assist you in obtaining good fortune. Another one of those prosperity rune energies. So if you're in that season of cutting ties with old associations for whatever reason, perhaps you're desiring great change for yourself, and your soul is going to demand that you cut ties with certain people in your circle. If not, do away with your circle entirely. You know what I'm saying? You may be trying to attract people with that's more inspirational, especially if you're trying to attract greater prosperity and wealth to yourself. You need those people in your circle that's about great expansion, great wealth. So Gable is a ruling energy that will help assist you in attracting more like-minded people, harmonious people that you can really help you to move forward with your own agenda. You know what I'm saying? So whenever your plans are, learn to keep them quiet. Like you never know who's a lightweight hater in your circle. You know what I'm saying? So your deepest ideas that you want to manifest for yourself, you're gonna have to move on the low with a lot of those. You know what I'm saying? Especially if your crew is probably suspect. You never know who they sound good in certain areas of conversation, but then you just deep down inside you know that certain stuff you can't talk to them about. That's probably you might want to start reevaluating your circle. You know what I'm saying? So especially here if you're in the West, things are getting very messy, especially if you're in the United States. So you really want to have, you know, like-minded people in your circle. And Gabo, that's an excellent energy to help attract harmonious people in your circle. At the same time, harmonizing your own energy field, harmonizing your own aura. You know what I'm saying? If your aura or your energy field is out of whack, it's going to be a challenge to attract those like-minded beings if you got some issues in your own energy field. So Gabo is an excellent energy to help attract good fortune, prosperity. Also helps to enhance your luck. Luck is a real thing. Luck is a real force. Gabo also Fehu, a runic energy to help to strengthen the force of luck in your world. So if this is what you're dealing with, wanting to attract more harmonious friendships, harmonious partnerships, whether it's business or romantic, or just good overall soul connections on your new path, on your new awakening. Perhaps you're working on creating a new timeline for yourself. A lot of people are learning how to create a new timeline for themselves, one of greater prosperity, love and romance, travel. So if you're into creating a new timeline, Gabo is an excellent energy to bring into your world more harmonious partnerships, harmonizing your own energy field. Excellent, excellent energy to work with. This is a newly created image here. Again, if you're unfamiliar with the runic energies, this is the energy here of Sawulo, the energy of the gods. I want to share a little information of a book I stumbled across not that long ago dealing with the energy of the sun. I'm going to read a little bit out of this book. It's titled Project X, The Search for the Secrets of Immortality by Gene Savoy. You can find it on Amazon. It's probably about 68 or 70 bucks. It has exercises in it. It's an excellent book written back in the early 70s, mid 70s, 73, 74, something like that. But it's very interesting in learning about the magic of the sun. So I'm going to share a little bit of information out of this book. It says access to cosmic knowledge or information outside the realm of earthly knowledge is realized by interstellar communication with the sun, the source of all life on our planet. Only the human organism is designed to receive solar information through the eyes and the nervous system in a way that can further the evolution of the species. Solar intelligence factors may offer an explanation of how man developed his large brain capacity in a quick evolutionary spurt that thrust him almost overnight, geologically speaking, from a primitive state to a state of extraordinary civilization. Most scientists believe that spurt took place around 15,000 years or so after almost a million years of human evolution. Sunlight imposed on the nervous system from an unexpected burst of radiation might explain the cause. While many species died out, man learned somehow to adapt to the increased solar radiation, thus mutating into favorable variation in the species. Man became a new solar creation. By direct use of solar energy and a proper understanding of the creative intelligence within it, mankind may be able to develop ways of nourishing itself directly from sunlight, and above all, to create a new light body that will be more akin to intelligence than to matter. When man has achieved that metamorphosis, he will have attained immortality and merged with the Godhead. I've been barking for decades that you're not going to eat your way into immortality and godhood. Food stuff is important, but your ancient ancestors learned how to utilize the magic of the sun to gain immortality and to ascend to their godhood divinity in single lifetimes. You know what I'm saying? And this is also possible today. That information still exists. Connecting with your ancient ancestors, the soul of yourself, to get you some of that knowledge, especially with the food stuff under assault. You want to find ways to raise the vibration of your cells beyond the food stuff, and that is tapping properly by utilizing various techniques with the sun. He goes on to say, just before falling asleep, I realized death was really not necessary. It was an old-fashioned idea. Why couldn't man generate a higher life form that was immortal? The first step would be to discover the key to doing away with the physical attributes right from the start. Why did birth have to take place in physical form? Why not as a light or solar being? That should be the goal of man on our planet, to ascend to the stars and the sun, not to wait around for the earth to die and be carried away like a dinosaur that has outlived his usefulness. And this goes back to a video I did a few months ago about the Egyptian, the Kemites believed that man should live indefinitely. You know what I'm saying? Where did they get that belief from? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that you come from eternity and infinity, you are a part of infinity and eternity. Why must you perish? It is because we've collectively lost knowledge on how to properly tap into the magic of the sun and the stars, but this is due to a decline of consciousness based on time cycles. So there could be no doubt that the sun picks up and responds to human thoughts, as we suspected. The sun cannot simply be an incandescent ball of nuclear fire. It is the center of consciousness. Man is intimately related to the sun by a sensory makeup not recognized as yet by secular science. It appears that the sun can make a man an extraterrestrial being. The sun will respond to those intelligences that are attuned to it, perhaps like a radio frequency. It also appears that the sun is sending out a special frequency that can be picked up by those sensitive to it. So we learned, those of us that are solar magicians, we learned that by projecting certain symbols into the sun responds back to us via blinking patterns. You know what I'm saying? So there are those that are sensitive to the sun are indeed receiving information coming directly from the sun. And also, the creator of your soul could very well dwell within that sun. A lot of solar goddesses, solar gods dwell within the sun. Worlds are also in the sun. So, for research has shown that those who have only a passing interest in the techniques do not respond to it. I felt electrified. My body and those of others there today looked strange. It was surrounded by a glow, a strong electrical field of light. Man does interact with the sun. Intercommunication with some greater intelligence via the sun is a reality that can be experienced by those disciplined in the art. Man has to cope with this special intelligence, the X force. The question facing us now is whether X is the invisible electromagnetic spectrum or beyond it. I am curious as to how the eyes detect X and how solar energy or information factors relate to the mental process. What do you mean by X? The rising sun carries a certain type of information factors called the X factors. And you check out those solar attunements, they're on Tybro. He's about to retire in September, so now is an excellent time to jump on those solar attunements. It's four that come with the attunements. I think like it's $100, but it's 50% off. So you $50, and you have the energy of the sun, the rising sun, the setting sun, and a couple other tones in that video or audio package. So check out those solar tones, help you to attune to the energy of the sun. You can also meditate as you're listening to the audio of the factors of the sun. So it seems that the brain and other parts of the nervous system are also acted upon by electronic impulses which originate outside the organism. Invisible radiation as well as radiation of the visible electromagnetic spectrum appears to play upon the organism continually. We are accustomed to the idea that all energy necessary for life is obtained by means of the alimentary and respiratory systems. The idea that the human organism obtains energy for vital life processes from other sources is a comparatively new concept. The human body, like all other material bodies, is enveloped by an electromagnetic field that pulsates with the exchange of energy. The endocrine system functions according to periodic rhythms, and light energy plays on the pattern making machinery of cells. The human organism functions in unison with universal electromagnetic phenomena generated by the sun. Our research suggests that the intake of light energy via the optic pathway regenerates cells by means of certain century-old techniques involving the pineal and endocrine system. The eye is able to absorb light energy, which is capable of doing the work. This work can be divided into two main categories. First, light energy can be changed into chemical energy within the human organism by a process known as photosynthesis. Plants have the ability to manufacture nourishment from sunlight by altering chlorophyll pigments. We know that when the human skin is exposed to sunlight, it manufactures chemical substances like vitamin D. Light energy is converted by photochemical action into nerve impulses that affect the functioning of the endocrine system. Second, man's highly involved nervous system can receive a sun-radiated intelligence factor capable of acting on the nervous system to restore a lost ability to man. I know what you're thinking. Chlorophyll, we can drink chlorophyll and thus tap into the sun. I don't think so. Chlorophyll is good. I drink chlorophyll myself, but it doesn't compare with drawing the light of the sun into your eyes and is impacting your brain and your nervous system, thus awakening old magic that dwells within the DNA in the cells that the food stuff is not going to awaken. So where was I? In short, our research has revealed that the human race is living in a lower or more degenerate state than necessary. The species still has the potential to return to its original performance level. A healthy mind body is a prerequisite to optimal utilization of solar energy particles. When the solar energy particles that impinge upon the retinas of the eyes are distributed throughout the whole nervous system, they transform it into a system of radiant energy in harmony with natural laws. So taking in sunlight directly through the eyes. Now you must do this when the sun, if you want to do this or trying to do this, the sun has to be just rising or just setting. When it's orange or red, otherwise you can do a lot of damage to your eyes. So I don't recommend looking directly at the sun unless it's bright, unless it's orange or red when it's real soft on the eyes. And you can retain those and you will receive those intelligence factors that are coming from the sun, and you will notice change happening within your consciousness, within your entire being once you start doing that. And more so once you learn the proper techniques or various symbols that you can project into the sun. Oh my God, that is so exhilarating once you get that type of information. And you can find a lot of it on Tybro. He has some awesome information regarding solar magic. So that is it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. If so, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you find those in your circle that may benefit from this information, share this information, share the channel. You know what I'm saying? So to get people on board with this information, here is Sowulo. If you're unfamiliar with the runic energies, Sowulo is a rune of the sun, Sol, S-O-L, which is called in the Nordic tradition, the Celtic tradition, and Sol is a feminine goddess. Back in ancient times, they recognize solar goddesses in various cultures in ancient times. So Sowulo is connected with solar energy. It helps you to overcome obstacles. It helps you to awaken vitality within your system. When you visualizing it or combing your aura with Sowulo, it also helps to banish any type of negative vibrations that you may have picked up even in your home environment. If you're in a chaotic home environment, visualize Sowulo combing your aura as you're chanting the name Sowulo. It helps attract prosperity, success, wealth into your spirit. So you can also meditate on Sowulo to help manifest your goals and your ambitions. It also is a runic energy of health and good healing. And here we have the gods, a rune of also attracting good fortune to yourself. It's a runic energy that helps to balance both hemispheres of the brain. It helps in elevating consciousness. It's light energy, solar energy also. So these are two runic energies, or even this whole image here that you can meditate upon to attract your ideas and and whatever you want to visualize into your world, whatever you want to materialize into your world. Because this is solar energy that you're tapping into. So you can feel free to screenshot this image, or I'll send it directly to your email if you send me your email address. So awesome energy here to meditate upon, as well as Gebo. So if you have any questions, give me a holler. I also do what is called rune consultations. Like whatever issues you have going on, I help create, or I do a reading on the issue, and I help create a rune image or energy that you can meditate upon to help resolve the issue that you're going through. So if that's something of interest, give me a holler. We'll get into more details. Until next time, peace.